PIFAAP is an industry association that was founded by agents, by life insurance agents in particular. It has been in the industry for about 16 years now. It is an independent association made up of insurance advisors who have a tenure of at least 3 years in the business and who are top producers from their respective companies. PIFAAP focuses on the continuing education and professional development of its members. As part of its core values, PIFAAP would like to champion the interest of the industry by developing better professionals, better insurance professionals.
So for people who are not members of PIFAAP yet, why should they join you?
The industry is evolving into something more dynamic. There is greater demand for better service. There are more sophisticated products that are coming out, and the needs of the clients are continuously evolving. Fellow advisors who are looking for a venue or a platform to learn more about the industry, about the business, and to develop into better insurance professionals should take a look at the learning events produced by PIFAAP, because we always strive to feature innovative ways to train our agents, our members. And these are normally topics and special interest sessions that are outside of what we normally get from our respective companies. I think that outside and non-biased perspective or insights is important in the overall development of agents, and that's what particularly what PIFAAP provides.
So how long have you been serving as president?
Oh, this is my third year as president, but this is my 10th year as a member of the board of trustees.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. So in these 3 years that you have been president, what are you most proud of?
The number one goal for me in leading this association is really to carry out the tradition, the legacy of what our founders have started 16 years ago. And that is to provide an educational and training platform for its members that is without bias. Of course, aside from carrying on the tradition of holding the standard learning sessions or the learning events of PIFAAP throughout the year, in the process of doing that, we'd like to introduce more innovation in terms of reaching out to more of our members. The general membership currently is getting younger and younger, and so there is a challenge for us to connect better with them. So we'd like to do that in terms of the platform, the media that we use, and the speakers that we introduce to them, but preserving the traditions and the values that our industry needs to be preserved. So as much as we'd like to preserve the fundamentals, we'd like to introduce some innovation and reach out to more members.
As president of the association, a lot of times it means taking time out of your own business.
Oh yes.
Taking time away from your family to serve. So why did you decide to serve?
Well, I believe, Ben, that this is a very small way of giving back to an industry that has taken care of me and my family for the past 18 years. So if it means that I would have to share my time and effort and a little bit of expertise to move this forward and to keep the objectives and the aspirations of the association alive, at least in our generation, then I think I've done my part and my little share in trying to help give back to the industry. At the end of the day, it's all worth it.
Well, after 18 years in the business, what advice would you have for your younger self?
For my younger self, because I started relatively very early, Ben. I started at 24. So maybe I should tell myself to be more ambitious, really going for my dreams early on, because looking back 18 years after, I realized that those 18 years is very short. It feels very short. I could have done a lot more. Okay? I could have helped a lot more. Could have achieved a lot more. But at the same time, I would like to focus my practice into not being just an insurance salesperson, but as a person who develops relationships, who nurtures and takes care of these relationships to allow me to grow my business organically in a way that I could never have imagined many years ago, okay? Which is happening right now.
Based on your observations, what are some of the characteristics of successful agents and agency leaders?
Number one is a focus on quality work. Okay? Quality work would always lead to quality results. And you may quantify that in terms of high production numbers or high persistency or steady stream of income. And at the same time, there should be no compromises in terms of the values, because insurance is a business that is anchored on trust. And trust is very, very hard to earn and to keep. And once you earn it, number one, you should strive very hard not to lose it. If you lose it, then that's the end of your business.
How about the image of agents and advisors? A lot of times it can still be a bit negative, right?
Yes.
So what can be done to change that image?
Well, I believe that the image of the insurance agent and an insurance advisor is really misunderstood a lot of times. But we can't blame the market, because there have been a lot of negative instances where clients had an unpleasant experience with an agent. So when I entered the business 18 years ago, that was the impression that we were up against. Okay? And that was one of the personal goals that I had at the time, is to help try to prove the market wrong in terms of how they see insurance agents. As part of my personal objective of trying to uplift the image of the agent, that I think led me to serving PIFAAP, because I believe that with proper training and with people who would mentor you, who would be gracious enough to share best practices, and as long as we are open and willing to learn from one another, I'm sure that the image of the agent would really be improved.
So after 18 years, what keeps you motivated? What continues to drive you?
What we do, Ben, is not an easy work. Okay, we face a lot of rejections, we face a lot of tension, but those 18 years, I've also been able. I'm not sure if I should call it fortunate enough to have served at least 15 claims, and each time that I'm able to help a family claim from their life insurance proceeds, that keeps me going on, and that serves as fuel. I also find a lot of satisfaction in seeing a person smile, experiencing a short compliment or a simple compliment from a client, being able to solve concerns and problems, and just delivering what we promised.
And that there is a pause. Okay, trying to organize my thought on that.
Sip of your water?
Yep. A few more seconds then.
No worries. So do you have a favorite quote, or what philosophy do you live by?
I must. Okay.
Is that the right way to ask the question?
Yeah. It's really harder when Sharon is recording it, right? Yeah.